Hope you are well. I thought today I would do a what's in my bag video, sort of slash Storksak Elizabeth changing bag review. If you've stumbled across my video quite randomly, I'm Bex, a mum to Finley who's 14 months old, and I make videos about parenting, lifestyle and motherhood after infertility. Before we get into any sort of review or discussion of the bag, I just want to point out now that this isn't a sponsored video in any way, just an honest mum's review. So the Storksak Elizabeth is a big sort of leather hold-all type changing bag. This is the tan version of it, and it's considered to be sort of a premium range sort of changing bag. It has a front pocket here with like a magnetic clasp, and a second pocket here on the back as well. I tend to keep my keys in the front pocket, and then I either keep a pair of sunglasses or my phone in the back pocket there. So I can't remember how much this bag retails at full price, because being honest, I would never pay what the full price is for any changing bag really. They are prohibitively expensive for essentially a bag to put nappies and bottles and wipes in. So with that said, I do think it is extremely well made. If I did have the sort of money to pay for a premium handbag, then I probably would pay for this because it is extremely hard wearing and still looks amazing. I bought this second hand from eBay for about £60, but I think the going rate for them second hand is between sort of £60 and £90. If I give you the pros first for the bag, it's extremely hard wearing and it looks gorgeous, I think. It feels and looks as that premium as it is. I like the fact you have this sort of the tag on the zip to make it easy to open and close. It does have a shoulder strap, it's just it's not connected on here at the moment. I do like the magnetic clasp on the front here. I just find it's useful to just keep my keys to hand straight away. I always know they're going to be in that pocket. It's a very roomy bag, and as I sort of open it up and show you what I've got inside, I'll show you the inside of it empty so you can see. It has tons of space. It comes with a free baby changing mat as well and a bottle warmer, and they're on the same coordinating fabric that's inside the bag. Another pro of the bag is that it comes with this little sort of inner pouch that's detachable, so it's easy to find if you want anything important in there, and if you just wanted to detach this and say give your bag to your partner or you know your mum or whoever's looking after the baby, then that's easy enough to do. Another pro is that this bag will last you way past the baby years really. I think it's just an amazing hard wearing big hold-all handbag. I have every intention of using it as an everyday handbag once Finley hasn't got a use for it as a changing bag anymore. So the cons: it is very heavy. I have a very lightweight pram. I have the Quinny Zap Extra 2, and I can't put this over the handles as it would tip the pram up once it's full with everything. Maybe if you have a heavier pram you wouldn't have any bother with it, and if that is the case, it does have these really useful hooks that you can then get pram clips for and put your bag on them, and it should be fine. But with a lightweight pram there's just no way I would put that over the handles. The second con I would say is it is expensive. It is obviously made by a small company and you do get what you pay for, but I think it's hard to justify the sort of price that it retails at. The third con is only a sort of minor gripe. The underneath of the bag doesn't have studs to be used as feet, so you do get sort of wear and tear here in the bottom corners of the bag where you would traditionally have feet on it. And because you are going to be in lots of public spaces with the bag on the floor, I do think for the amount of money that you're paying for this sort of bag, it should have little feet on the bottom. So with those sorts of things said, let's get into what I have in the bag. So as I said, I usually keep my keys in this front pocket, and I haven't today, but I usually have a pen or a lipstick in there as well. Opening the bag up, I tend to keep this little pouch on top just because it has things like, I have my purse in there, I always have some lotion in there, sanitising water, a little pot of nappy cream, a hair clip, a bobble, and here's my pen. So I always keep that little sort of pouch on the top of everything else, so it's always easy just to grab. If I detach that, there's the changing mat that I was talking about that comes with the bag. And it is in this sort of gorgeous caramel coloured fabric with the Storksak logo, which looks from a distance like an abstract design, and then when you look at it up close there's storks on it, which I think is cute. I like how it folds down into a nice sort of handy size. And then what I like to do with my bag is I like to keep it all sort of compartmentalised and it's easy to grab things. I have this sort of nappy and wipe wrap. My sister-in-law gave it to me, and if anyone watches my videos regularly, you'll know I have a thing about autumn. You'll know I also have a thing about foxes. So in there I just carry, we usually have a few packs of wipes in our house, and I just usually take the one that's got the least amount of wipes out with us just so it saves on space. A couple of nappies and some nappy bags. And what I like about keeping everything in this sort of roll is that it means if I'm out somewhere and I have to change Finley, and say at a cafe with someone, it's really easy just to grab this rather than take the whole bag with me. I have this fox comforter. This was a present for Finley and it's his absolute favourite thing to hold. I have two of these. This is the one I take out with me, and then the original one is upstairs in his cot, and that never leaves the house, so I never have that worry about it getting lost. And again, it's something cute and fox sort of themed. I always have a book on me. This is the one I'm reading at the moment, which is Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. I do a different series of book reviews called Mother Bookers, and if you're interested in any book reviews, I'll leave a link to those below for you. But I always take a book with me just so that if I'm out at a cafe and if it's a rare occasion that Finn's asleep, or if I can grab 5 minutes, I do like to just unwind with a book. Next thing I have is this newbie version of a 360 cup. Let me know if you want me to do a review on these and transitioning from a bottle to a sippy cup. Finley uses the Tommy Tippy free flow sippy cups fine when he's having his lunch or meals. But I'm trying to transition him onto these ready for when I try to transition off bottles. But I'm not entirely convinced by these sort of 360 cups, so let me know if you want me to do an honest review on them. But yeah, I always take water out for Finley when we're out and about. I always take a pack with me that contains a bib, some spoons and a bulldog clip. So this is the Cloddig bib from IKEA, and these are perfect if you are baby-led weaning. If you are new to baby-led weaning or in search of just a bit of support with it, I've got a couple of baby-led weaning videos that I'll leave linked down below for you as well, or up here on the cards somewhere if you just click it. So the bulldog clip is because Finley can now undo Velcro, and so I just bulldog clip the fastening there and just move the arms of the bulldog clip upwards so that it means that Finn can't open the bib up and it stays put. So Finn's learning to use a fork at the moment, so I take a couple of spoons and a fork out with me. I always keep everything to do with his eating in the freezer bag. That way when I have a dirty bib, it's just easy to pop in there along with the spoons and the bulldog clip, and I can just tie it up and then it's not going to stain anything in the bag. Then because Finn still has milk, I take his formula out in a little Tommy Tippy container. and just his bottle as well. I always take a spare pair of socks out with us just because Finn is a nightmare for trying to keep socks on, and if we're at soft play you always need to make sure you have a spare pair of socks. So that's it, that's what I tend to keep in the bag on an everyday basis. And this is the inside of the bag. So you have a little zip compartment at the back here. Then you have two shallow pockets that are elasticated. Then you have a long sort of roomy side pocket here for a bottle, and one that's out of heat retaining fabric on this other side, so you could put a warm bottle here or a flask, and that's roomy, and it has, oh, it's difficult to show you the inside really, but it has press studs here, so you could detach that if you wanted to. Then moving around to the inside of the front of the bag, there's two very roomy pockets here, the full depth of the bag, so they would be great for spare changes of clothes with a smaller baby. And then a huge pocket here which goes about half of the width of the inside of the bag and the full depth of the bag, and has a Velcro fastening. It would be good for the red book that you often have to take to doctor's appointments with you. It'd be useful to have that stored in there. Or again, that would be a really useful space for spare clothes. Then on the inside pocket at the front, there's another little pocket here, which would be useful, say, I don't know if you wanted to keep a trolley coin or anything, just maybe some spare change in there as well. So that's what I tend to keep in my bag. Finley is 14 months old, but this has sort of been the same setup that I've had for my bag since he was weaning at 6 months old. I hope this has been helpful in helping you to make a decision if you were looking at buying the Storksak Elizabeth. I think it's a very well made, stylish bag. Dan doesn't mind carrying it either, because it's always tricky to find a changing bag that a man won't mind carrying. I like that it's a great colour that will go with any sort of outfits, and I think it just actually makes an outfit look more stylish with this. I can be wearing a pair of jeans and say a black t-shirt, and I'll automatically feel just a bit more yummy mummy, if you want to call it that, by having this bag and sort of styling it up. It's nice to put a scarf around the handle as well, just to coordinate your outfit a bit. But yeah, I really love it. I suppose just the two main downsides for me are the price, and you could overcome that if you were thinking of buying it second hand. And then for the price that it retails at, I do think it should have feet on the bottom of the bag. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this video, like it, share it with someone if they are expecting a baby and on the lookout for a changing bag. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the little bell underneath to see more of my videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!